Right, thanks. Okay, so now we have this instrument and it's called a protractor. Yours looks a bit different. The way to identify it, it's got a bit of a sharp point on the one end and then it's got a little hole on the other end for you to push your pencil through. So you're going to take out a sharp pencil and this protractor, right? And what do I want you to do? I want you to push your pencil through. And then there's a part to turn on the side to secure your pencil. But before you secure it, you need to know that the pencil tip and the pointed tip must be in line with each other. One mustn't be higher or longer than the other, right? Okay, then I need you to take out your ruler. Okay, and put your ruler on your table. A straight ruler, not a ball by one. Pardon? As long as the markings are accurate and clear, you can. Now what I want you to do is, you have to have secure hands now, right? I want you to put the pointed part of your, all your pencils stiff. Because if it's loose, your circle is going to be inaccurate. So it must be very tight. Okay. It's also important, if you find that the center part of your compass is too wobbly, you might need to tighten it with the spanner at home. Ask your daddy to help you with the screwdriver, not a spanner. And then, if it can't be tightened, maybe you need to get a new one. Right? So what are we going to do? We're going to put the pointed part, the sharp part, of the compass on 0. My ruler is also in centimeters. Okay. And then you are going to put the pointed part of the compass on 5. Okay. So all of us are going to have the exact same circle drawn. So the pointed part of your compass stays on 0 and you move it apart, you adjust it until the pencil part goes to 5. But the pointed part must stay fixed, you must pull the other part so that it's on 5. Who doesn't know what I'm talking about and they need me to come and assist them? Okay. Put your pointed part on 0 there. 0. Put that in place and move your, there you go, you did it, right? Help. Now it mustn't change, right? Now what I want you to do is pick your measurement up so all of us would have the same distance apart. Maybe we'll be off by a millimeter or so. Okay? So through your thing there, just check that I'm recording. Just check that there's the same distance with your neighbor. Right? Just hold it up like this and check if you have almost the same measurement. Right? We're on track there. Let's see, don't get too close, just more or less. Okay. Right. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go to our piece of paper. Right. Then you put the pointed part in the circle in the middle of the paper. Your pencil tip is kind of in the air for now. Musa, I said sharp pencil long ago, boss. Now you're holding us back here. Come on, we are waiting for you. And then you keep this. It's important that the point does not move. It must stay the same, right? Then you hold the tip of your compass like this and you put your pencil down. And now you swing your pencil around. That middle part must stay in place. Right? And you go all the way around until you have a complete circle. If you're like mine, just move now, you'll find your center point, you put it back in the center on that exact spot. And you complete your circle. Who's having difficulty? Put your hand up. Leanta. circle of ours. So you're going to take out a pen and you are going to take out your pencil and you're going to take out your ruler. Okay. Where is this small one? Okay. This outer part of the circle, right? The edge, this outside line that we just drew. So I want you to draw a line pointing to it. So if this is your circle, you're going to draw a line like this, not a long one, and you're pointing to that part. You're going to draw the line with the pencil. All construction is done with a pencil, dear, and then writing is with a pen. This part we're going to label now is called the circumference. So let's label that. Okay? Then we're going to do another one now. You're going to take your ruler and you're going to take your pencil and we're going to draw a dotted line from the center of your circle to the edge. Like that. So from the point where your protractor made a mark on the page to the edge of the circle, you're going to draw a dotted line like the one that's on the board. Okay, do that quickly. What's this called? Anybody? Yeah? Okay, almost, but remember it cuts the thing in half symmetry, isn't it? This one is just from the center to the edge. We call this the radius. So now you're going to take your pencil and your ruler and you're going to draw a label with an arrow and you will label it the radius. It's one word, I just didn't have space there. Okay, that's your radius. So the outside of the circle is called the... Alright, please be excited about my lesson because I am. Everybody say? Right. From the center to the edge, what do we call it? Radius. Okay. Here's a new word. Now you pick up a color pencil so we don't confuse our lines. And then you're going to take your ruler and you're going to take your color pencil and you're going to draw a dotted line from one edge through the center to the other edge. So basically like a line of symmetry. But it must go through the center where the dot was from the protractor, that mark. It must be straight, it must be dotted, and it must go from one edge through the center to the other edge. Yes, just like that. Very good. This section in maths when you get to high school is called geometry. That's not a 5 centimeter circle and that circle is not perfect. Where's your pencil? I invented. That's what I'm doing. 0 and 5. guys. Where's the white paper? Didn't I give you one that day? Okay, now we're going to draw a label for this line. So when the line cuts the circle in half from the circumference through the center to the other side of the circumference, we call this line the diameter. Right, when you're done, put your pen down. We're going to do a quick quiz to see who remembered what happened. Okay. Done, Minnie? Good, you're done. Oh, you're finishing up the girl? Nearly done? Right. Before, when you want to start constructing a circle in geometry, what are the tools you need? Just this plain, simple circle. What are your tools? A compass and a pencil. What do you do with your compass and your pencil? Yes, but before you draw the circle, before you even get there, you put the pencil into the compass and then you secure it. But before you secure it, you must make sure that the point of the compass and the point of the pencil are in line with each other. Then you lock your compass. Then you measure the distance of half of. So remember we said only put it 5 centimeters. But when we put our point here, we went all the way around. So from the center to any point was going to be 5 centimeters. Which means that if we wanted to calculate the diameter, it would be 10 centimeters. So we will say radius times 2. Because it's a radius and a radius together. Are you together? Because the radius goes from the center to the edge. The diameter goes from the edge to the edge. So it's like 2 radius put together. Okay. So we measure our radius. What do we do then once we've got our correct measurement? Zigala? But what we must do first, before the drawing begins? Danica?
Make sure it's 5 centimeters.
Right, we make sure it's 5 there. Right, you put your point down. You hold it secure. And then you turn your compass all the way around, making sure that the tip, the pointed part, does not move. If it moves, it means your circle is not a circle. It has to be perfectly round and the same distance from the center to the circumference all the way around. Are we together? Okay, excellent. So you're going to write today's date in your book. Wait, listen first. You're going to write the heading is properties of 2D shapes, like yesterday. And then you are going to write, is today the 7th? Yes. And then your second heading is going to be construction of a circle. And then you're going to cut your construction out and you're going to stick it in the book. Then you are going to move on to exercise 21.2. Let me explain to you there. On page 133, my people. Right. I also need to show you how to draw a triangle with a compass. Okay, before we get to the textbook, you can draw the triangle with the compass. Here's more paper. Oh, that's my phone. You're recording you. must practice drawing some more circles, right? How do you think? Gabriella, I hope you're listening to all this madness. Specifically, Hannah, can you hear?
No.
They need you back, guys. They're going crazy here.
No, it's Zoom.
No, it's not Zoom, it's a recording. Okay, so our next construction is going to be a triangle. So we're going to make a triangle using an instrument that is typically used to draw. Circles. So, step 1. Take your ruler and your pencil. Don't take it out, you can still use it while it's in there. And then I want you to draw a flat line, must be absolutely straight, right? And it must be 5 centimeters long. So from 0, where is my chalk now? I have it in a second. Mine, I'm just going to scale it up so you all can see what's going on, right? And it must be very flat, it mustn't be skew at all. If it's skew, I'm going to mark it wrong in the exam. Because maths is all about, especially when it comes to geometry now. Okay, then I want you to take your protractor and then with the pencil secured in it, and then I want you to measure 5 centimeters. So put the point on 0 and the pencil on 5 centimeters. The point on 0, the pencil on 5 centimeters. Once your measurement is set, please look at me, then I know I can continue. So the first thing we did, we draw a line, it's 5 centimeters. The mine is just exaggerated 5 centimeters, right? Then you put your compass on 0, the compass point, and you put your pencil on 5 centimeters.
That means on the line.
No, on your ruler. I'm just recapping. And once you have your 5 centimeters on your compass, you put your compass point on this first part of the line. And you put your pencil and you're going to make an arc that looks like this at the top. Just an arc. Are we good? Who's not good? Yeah, just make an arc now. Just make a mark. Not a full one somewhere here in the middle. How, guys? Put your compass point there and make a mark there. Put the compass point at the, where's your line? 5 centimeters line, first of all. Great. What were you doing while we were constructing? Right? Put your compass point. Put your compass point here and then make your mark there. Right? Put your compass point on the left hand side of the line and make a mark here. Where it go? Yes. Okay, you good? Yes. Then you got it. Then you put your compass point here. And with your pencil you make another mark there. And those two lines must cross. Put your compass point on the other side, Abulele. We already did that side, Mama. You finished with that. So put your compass point on the other side. Right? And then make another mark. Who needs assistance? Okay. So you've got your line, your 5 centimeter line. We constructed a little arc from this side. We constructed a little arc from this side. So you put your point, arc, point, arc. Now you put your compass aside. You take your ruler and your sharp pencil, and then you join from the center where the two arcs meet to the end of your triangle, and you draw a line. Okay, and then you do the same on the other side. You have just constructed an equilateral triangle. If it's an equilateral triangle, it means that all the sides should be, which is 5 centimeters. Well done, Loazi, because we measured 5 centimeters with our compass, isn't it? Now take your ruler and measure each side and tell me what you find. Do you find 5, 5, 5, 5? Okay. So now I can explain today's work and you can get on your way. Please go to exercise 21.2. If you forget how to draw this triangle, you can read the example on page 133. But I want to go straight to the activity that says 21.1, number 1. Page 133. Number 1 says, draw a circle with a radius of 6 centimeters. Right? Which means the half of your circle from the center to the circumference is going to be 6 centimeters. So you put your point on 0 and you put your pencil on 6 and you use that to construct your circle. Okay. Number 2 says draw triangles with these side measurements. The one side must be 6 centimeters. Okay. Then when you're drawing your second side, it's going to be 6. So you put the point, you make the arc. Right? Then they're saying the third side must be 8.5. So you take your your compass, you put on 0, the point, and you move the pencil to 8.5. Then you put the point on the other side, and you go and you draw your arc. And then you construct the lines from the center of the two arcs, and you close your circle. Okay. Your triangle. And then the second triangle that you draw at 2B, each side is going to be 7.5. So it's an equilateral triangle. All sides are going to be equal. One measurement throughout. So you pick 7.5, you draw your line, you mark it with your compass, you make your first arc, you make your second arc, and you join. Okay. Then number 3 says practice drawing some of these patterns below. Then use these patterns. Okay, so you don't have to do that. All I want you to do, there's 5 patterns there. Pick any of those, of those 5, pick any 3 and recreate them using your ruler and your compass and your pencil. Okay? You can even use your color pencil. Color pencils will fit in your compass to make it look good. So there are 5. I want you to recreate any 3 of them. You can pick which 3 you want. Alright. And then I'm gonna, okay, bye guys. See you later.